know what? The Super Bowl is less than 3 weeks away. February 3rd here in Atlanta, Georgia. So this might be the last time we go into the Super Bowl closet here. I've covered, what? There's been 52 Super Bowls already. I've covered 30 of them, okay? So I got a lot of stuff back here. And I keep all my, most of my Super Bowl stuff back in there. And I decided to wear this t-shirt again. This is about the third time I've worn this thing because I like it so much. And I got this at the San Francisco Examiner, all right? They gave it to all the writers who covered all the Super Bowls back then. In 1980, I'm covering the Oakland Raiders, and they go on and they win a Super Bowl. 1981, the 49ers, they switched me and some others from the Raiders and other teams to cover the 49ers in 81, the year after the Raiders won the Super Bowl. And guess what? The Niners won a Super Bowl that year. 82, both Bay Area teams, not that great, although the Raiders were in the playoffs. And then in 1983, the Raiders go to the Super Bowl again, and they win it. Then in 84, the 49ers, they go to the Super Bowl down in Palo Alto, and they win it, okay? But in 84, they gave all of us at the San Francisco Examiner these nifty T-shirts. You've seen this before. I just got to show it again. This is great, okay? The Super Bowl, Super Bowl 19, all right? The San Francisco 49ers against the Miami Dolphins. Okay, look at the back here. We're number one. We were number one. The San Francisco Examiner. We were number one over the San Francisco Chronicle, the Oakland Tribune, the San Jose Mercury. Anything you can name in the Bay Area, we were the greatest. All right, and they gave us this T-shirt. And get this, folks. Here it is, 35 years later, and it still fits. Thank you very much. Anyway, let's see what's in the Super Bowl closet here. I'm going to end up with T-shirts. I like T-shirts, but I got other stuff besides T-shirts. One of which, let's start with this. I covered that Raiders team in 1980. They beat the San Diego Chargers in the AFC Championship game back then. And this is back when newspapers were real newspapers. Look how big this is compared to now. And they won on what was called the Immaculate Deflection, and I wrote the story right here. Okay, and the headline says, "Next stop is New Orleans," by Terence Moore. Okay, yeah. I won't read all the article here, but I'm sure it was a pretty good article. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. What else I got in here? Speaking of that Super Bowl, this is the flip card from that Super Bowl in New Orleans, January 25th, 1981. Here it is. The Oakland Raiders against the Philadelphia Eagles. The Raiders won 27-10. Okay? I think I told you about that. I won the reporter's pool, and I had enough money there to pay my rent in San Francisco for about a year. Because I said it was going to be 27-10, and it was 27-10. What is this? This is this is a program from Super Bowl 16 in Detroit. 49ers, well, actually Pontiac, Michigan. 49ers against the Bengals, and the Niners won back then. And by the way, guess who's doing one of the main stories this year for the Super Bowl program? Yeah, thank you very much. If I had a tie, I would straighten it out. And make sure you get that, because it's a very interesting story I've got. I would tell you what it is right now, but I'll save it for another day. Okay. What is this? Oh, this is the play-by-play game book from Super Bowl 50. Okay, that was in San Francisco. I think I got some more items from that Super Bowl. What else? Well, I got something else for that Super Bowl. I know I do. Let me see. Oh, I saved this. This is my room key from that Super Bowl. Look at that. I saved it because the room key was so nice. Isn't that great? Hey, what's this? We saw that old time program. This is a program from, what Super Bowl is this? Denver Broncos, Carolina Panthers. Oh, yeah, this was This is at San Francisco Super Bowl, Super Bowl 50 again. Oh, here it is. Look how colorful that thing is. Did I tell you I got a story in this coming program of the Super Bowl here in Atlanta? All right. Well, I mean, I got so much stuff in here. I mean, every Super Bowl just about, they give people sitting out in the stands like a cushion. These are nice cushions. Okay. 2004 Super Bowl. Look at that. That's Houston. Okay. The Janet Jackson Super Bowl. Remember that? Okay. Wardrobe malfunction. We talked about that on the road to Super Bowl not too long ago. Yeah, this was the Super Bowl. Okay. Well, let's get to the t-shirts. All right. Now, let me tell you something. Sometimes I would get multiple t-shirts if it was a Super Bowl that was huge. And also, I like the t-shirts. All right. This one here. Okay, this is from Super Bowl XL4. And this is February 6, 2011. And this was in Dallas, Texas. Okay. You remember this one? This one involved the two of the greatest fan bases in the history of the National Football League. The Green Bay Packers versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. Well, I mean, the game itself was pretty good because, you know, it was a close game and everything. But the fans, oh, my goodness. You're talking about equally loud on both sides. And, of course, Green Bay won that one. Okay? That's nice. But that's not the only T-shirt I got for that Super Bowl. Okay, I got another T-shirt for that Super Bowl. Matter this one here explicitly tells you it was the Steelers against the Packers. Look at that. Very nice. Okay. See where I got more than one T-shirt from that one? Okay. Oh, not only did I get two, I got 3 T-shirts from that Super Bowl. Look at this one. Yeah. That's classy. I had to get that one. Yep. That's Jerry World. All right, then we go. Oh, to this Super Bowl here. Okay. This is the Super Bowl XLVI. All right. Take a good look at this one. All right, I just like the feel of this one. This was, the New York Giants. The New York Giants against the Patriots. This was the second time that the Giants played the Patriots. Okay, right there at Lucas Oil, and that was a fantastic cold weather Super Bowl. I don't go to cold weather Super Bowls. I went to that one. Okay. Well, I'm from Indiana, so I'm going to go to that one. This is the Super Bowl. We had Mario Manningham becoming a hero with a spectacular catch. Not as good as the David Tyree one, you know, a few years before that when the Giants beat them down the stretch, but that was pretty good. And also, the big story of this Super Bowl, this was when Little Manning won it. Eli, okay? Peyton Manning back then, that was his home field, Lucas Oil in Indianapolis. But little Peyton came in there, or little Manning came in there, and won his second Super Bowl on his brother's home field. That was interesting. What else I got here? Oh yeah, this is one of my favorite T-shirts because I just like the feel of it. It feels really nice. Okay. This Super Bowl XLV11. All right, this is what. February 3rd, 2013. All right, now you guys remember this. This was the Brothers Super Bowl. All right, San Francisco 49ers, led by Jim Harbaugh, versus the Baltimore Ravens, led by John Harbaugh. John Harbaugh from Miami, Ohio, by the way. Like a sports writer that I know. All right, and of course, if your team is led by somebody from Miami, Ohio, that team has got to win. And Baltimore won the game. Okay. But the thing is, this was also the Super Bowl that had the blackout. You know, remember all the lights went out in the Superdome? All right. And I spent 2 hours talking about that event on CNN. I was live on CNN throughout the blackout, outside the Superdome rather, talking about the blackout. So it was able to give me a lot of airtime on national television. So that was well appreciated by me. What else I got? I got, what is this one here? Oh! 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 I got multiple t-shirts from this one here. All right. This is in Phoenix, February 1st, 2015. Okay? Yep. You guys remember this one? I know you remember this one. The New England Patriots versus the Seattle Seahawks. All right? As a former, and the late Dennis Green used to say, former NFL coach, they let him off the hook. All right? I mean, Seattle's right there on the 1 yard line. All they had to do is give it to the big guy, but they didn't. They tried to pass it, and you know the rest of that story. It didn't end good. Seattle won the game. I was the first person in the locker room after that game, all right? And I have never seen a locker room in the NFL more depressed than that one, with guys looking down at their shoes, and they just couldn't believe it. But it was so big that I got another t-shirt from that event. All right, here it is. Yeah. Here's another one. Yep. One, I guess you could say I got one for Seattle winning it and one for New England actually winning it. All right, you know, so there we go. Oh, I got a couple more in here. What else I got? Oh, this is one of my favorite all-time t-shirts. Not just from a Super Bowl, but just in general. And I've won it before on the road to the Super Bowl, okay? This was from the 50th Super Bowl, okay? And this was on February 7th, 2016 in my favorite area, the San Francisco Bay Area, you know? Actually down in Santa Clara. So this is, you know, this was good. I mean, Denver beat Carolina back then. That's when they made life miserable for Cam Newton, the Denver Broncos. Remember that? Von Miller just went nuts. All right, he was all over the place in the Super Bowl. But the best thing about this Super Bowl was it was in, I left my heart in San Francisco. Sort of, kind of. I mean, Santa Clara's not exactly San Francisco, but I spent most of my time that week, well, you know, anyway. Here it is. Yep, the Bay Area Super Bowl. That was good. Got a couple more here. What is this? This one is, oh, you know what? This one is another 2-1. All right, and I'm going to jump ahead. All right, last year the Super Bowl was in Minnesota. Didn't go. I don't do cold weather Super Bowls. Well, I did. I did the first 2 cold weather Super Bowls, and they were in Detroit, and they were miserable. So after that, I said, nah, I can't handle that. Except for Indianapolis, because I'm from South Bend, Indiana, home of the University of Notre Dame. So I did that one here. Okay. So this was the last Super Bowl I did 2 years ago. Okay, this was in Houston, Texas. All right. You know where I'm going with this? All right. The New England Patriots versus the Atlanta Falcons. All right. Near the end of the third quarter, altogether now, the Falcons had a 28-3 lead. Let's start with that. Here it is. Super Bowl, Houston. There it is, right there. Yep. 28-3 lead for the Falcons, right? Near the end of the third quarter. And I got one more. I got one more here, okay. This one, here it is. Okay, here it is. Super Bowl 51. Look at this. All right. That's nice. Patriots and the Falcons, okay. 28-3 lead, and the Falcons didn't win. they lost in overtime, you know. And these are the same Atlanta Falcons that people thought would be the first NFL team ever to host a Super Bowl and play in it. All right? I mean, the Super Bowl is right here in Atlanta, Georgia on February the 3rd. And guess what? The Atlanta Falcons are not going to play the Super Bowl. But anyway, anyway.